Perkins. All right, Perk, let's start with your Celtics.
Look, the best team in basketball, period. I know the Cavs, OKC, they got 60-plus wins, but when it comes down to who's going to be the 2025 NBA champions, we're talking about the boys in green. And not just because Jason Tatum is playing at the MVP level. It's not just because Jaylen Brown is the second, all-star caliber, all-NBA player. It's the others, Peyton Pritchard, Luke Cornett, Kristaps Porzingis, who's the X factor. His ability to stretch the floor, his ability to take advantage of post-ups.
What about the Oklahoma City?
Going to the NBA Finals. They have the best record in the NBA. They have the front runner and the guy who I think is going to win the MVP and SGA. And then when you think about the Thunder, they lead in every defensive category. They rank #1 in everything. And I'm loving what I'm seeing as far as the chemistry between Isaiah Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren, especially the big-to-big pass.
You mentioned the Lakers got that big win over Memphis. What can you say about the Lakers?
Well, they got to score because obviously the defense is not there. Obviously, Luka Doncic is the defensive liability. But I'm gonna say this: Luka, LeBron, yes, they're the best players on the Los Angeles Lakers. The most important player is Austin Reeves. When he scores over 20 points, I believe the Lakers are like 25-7 or something to that nature. He's not a role player, but he's not an all-star. I'm trying to find a name for him because he's right there in between. But the trust that they have in Austin Reeves, to be able to create for himself and create for others, it's a beautiful thing to see. And LeBron James, when you're on the floor with him, he don't trust a lot of guys.
Interesting because our ESPN analytics have the Lakers' first-round matchup probably being the Grizzlies here. Bobby, what do you expect? Because the Lakers have got a big one tonight against the Rockets. We know the Rockets are the 2 seed right now in the West. Give me your thoughts on the Lakers-Rockets matchup.
Yeah, I think there's 2 things to keep an eye on tonight. Certainly offensive rebounding for Houston. This is the best offensive rebounding team in the NBA. They had 13 last night against Phoenix, 25 second chance points. And the other thing, and Perk alluded to earlier, is the ability to make shots for Houston. This is not a great 3-point shooting team, but they made 58% against Phoenix last night. If the Lakers leave them open, can they make 3-point shots here? I'm interested to see Dillon Brooks. He gets thrown out of the game against Phoenix. He's got 15 technical fouls right now. 1 more technical foul, and we're looking at a suspension for Dillon Brooks. And of course, as you know, going against the Lakers with LeBron, that's kind of his chief nemesis here.
The interesting thing, Perk, Lakers have 8 games left. 4 against the Rockets, 4 against the Thunder. What do you think is the best optimal matchup for LA when you talk about the playoffs?
Well, it's actually 3 teams that I'm looking at. One is the Houston Rockets because I feel like experience will kick in, the IQ of LeBron James, and again, the lack of shooting that the Rockets have, right? Being 25th in the league and made threes. They also, the Memphis Grizzlies. The Lakers own them. I think in that matchup, they would beat the Memphis Grizzlies in 5. And the Golden State Warriors.
Really?
I actually like the Lakers if they matched up against Golden State. I mean, look, LeBron James to me has figured out or have the blueprint when it comes down to matching up against Steph Curry, especially in the moments that it matters the most. If we go and look at since LeBron James has put on the Laker uniform, whether he matched up against the Warriors in the play-in tournament or the postseason, he has came out victorious. So again, I'm looking at either one of those 3 teams. But if I'm the Lakers, I want Memphis in the first round.
Right now, as you saw there, looking at the standings, they would have the Memphis Grizzlies. But if they could drop, they could very well be facing the Warriors. And Bobby, in your opinion, what would be the best matchup for the Lakers?
I agree with Perk. I think it's Memphis. And I just look at where this Grizzlies team is. Certainly, they make a coaching change on Friday. They've got a rookie head coach, an interim rookie head coach. This is unknown territory for them going into the playoffs. And I think you could say, well, J.J. Redick's a rookie head coach. Well, J.J. Redick's been in big playoff games here. So for me, I think if you're the Lakers, you're looking at Memphis as your desired opponent in the first round.
Let me ask you something really quick. You talked about Memphis. Ja Morant. it seemed like he was going to be the face of the league. Now, is Ja Morant basically playing for his, I guess, Memphis tenure?
He is. He is at this point. Ja Morant is auditioning. If you look at the firing of Taylor Jenkins, this came from the front office because they couldn't see eye to eye for us. Taylor Jenkins wanted to run his own offense. And so all of a sudden you had the front office, BC, that hired his coaching staff, right? Which Memphis have one of the best offensive teams in the league, but they run the less pick and rolls in the league, right? Ja Morant thrives better in what? When he has the ball in his hands. Yeah. So that means this firing also shows me that we don't care what you think, Ja. So I think from this point forward, Ja Morant is auditioning. And Bobby, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but this summer he's eligible for a contract extension that could probably touch about $300 million?
He's extension eligible for 125. I would just say this: the Luka trade showed us that there's only a handful of players that are untouchable in this league. There's probably 3 guys that are untouchable. So certainly a quick exit by Memphis. We're certainly going to be talking about the future of Ja Morant this offseason.
Get up, another wake-up call. Ovi done it again. Take a listen to this.
And Reaves to the front looking for an Ovechkin deflection that went high. Alex is still there. Score! He can see the mountaintop from here. We're at DEFCON 5.
Yep, that grade 8 chase is coming down the wire. Ovechkin needs just 5 goals to break Wayne Gretzky's record. At his current pace, he would need 8 games to do it, which puts him at around April 15th on the road against the Islanders. Second to the last game of the season, and you can see it right here.
Yeah, man. He's a great player. He's a great player, man. And the fact that he's doing it one team, right?
There you go. Time now for a little Who Won the Weekend, Bart. Who you think?
All right, you got to go with the Yankees. 15 home runs. We got the new torpedo bat. We got people trying to get into investigations. You got Volpe hitting home runs. You got Chisholm hitting home runs. It's balls flying all over the place in the Bronx. You got to give it to the Yankees to the 3-0 start. Now, let's see if it's sustainable.
Okay, Perk, who won the weekend in your opinion?
I got to go with the Los Angeles Lakers, the team that's been struggling. They go down to Memphis, and get a win in Memphis. Ja Morant was playing, Desmond Bain, Jaren Jackson Jr., and all of a sudden you saw the 3-headed monster in LeBron James, Luka, and Austin Reaves come to life offensively and get a much-needed win down there.
All 3 had 25 and 8 assists as well. All right, Seth, Coach, who won the weekend in your opinion?
Walter Clayton Jr., without a doubt. You need a bucket, who are you going to call? Walter Clayton. Not only did he make shots, he made tough shots. Think about this comeback. This guy made the right decision every time. Whoop, step back, bam, knocks down the 3. His ability to make tough guarded shots, dribble out here, turn around, get squared up. I mean, you could